Hey guys, how's it going? So, in today's video, I want to talk about why I am bullish on Aurora stock, Aurora in general. I don't know if this is the bottom. I don't know if the stock will keep going down. I have no idea, but I am calling that. I believe that Aurora stock will rebound in the short term here. That's what I believe. I could totally be wrong, but that's what I believe. I believe that the the cannabis market will rally back, and I do have my reasons in this video. Right now, Aurora is 502. The stock has gone down to about, let's see, the lowest it's been was around $4.88 US. So yeah, you could gamble for it to go down more, or it could break the 52-week low and go even lower. That is a total possibility. I'm not here to argue that. I don't really care, but I am telling you that I really think there will be a rally in the winter/fall time. I really do believe this. So we'll see if this actually happens, but that's what I believe, and I think it's right now. I believe that Aurora is a buying opportunity. Like I said, I don't know if this is the floor or if it's going up, but I'm definitely going to be making a position back into the market. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is me just being bullish on Aurora right now because I really think that the stock is going to climb back. But again, I don't know for sure. So don't be like, oh, you said the stock was gonna go up and it didn't, blah blah blah. That's the risk of the market, but I really do think Aurora is gonna go back up, and I do have my reasons. So anyways, Aurora is down, like on the Canadian side, Aurora is down 16 cents. If we look at the MACD, it is bearish. RSI is still not at extreme oversold area, so there's a possibility it could go down even lower. I don't know at the end of the day, but I'm going to be making positions back into Aurora in the near future because I think it's pretty decent price at $6.67. I still believe that Aurora will be a global leader, and yeah. And this is my biggest reason why. Aurora Cannabis announces general meeting. You know how depressing it would be if the stock was sitting at like $4 when they have this meeting? People are not going to be happy. People are not going to have a happy meeting. And I think, the rich investors, the people that can really move this stock, is going to pump the stock back up for this meeting. So I'm thinking when this meeting's around, if the cannabis market doesn't rally, I think Aurora will be sitting around at least $8 Canadian. So that is still a $1.30 move up from the current price of $6.70. That's what I believe. I don't believe Aurora is going to be at $5 Canadian when this annual general meeting for Aurora starts. So that is my biggest reason. Maybe you guys, I would love a discussion. So if you guys have something to say about this, if you really think I'm wrong and you think that Aurora is gonna keep tanking, please comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm being bullish. I don't know about you guys, but I'm being bullish, and that is my thesis behind Aurora. I think it's a good time to be picking up shares. But again, this is my opinion only, so we'll see if that actually happens. Let's play a little video of Cam Batley talking about Aurora on Jeddah. I will be explaining some of the stuff that he talks about, so let's begin.
Firm missed on revenue expectations, pushing its profitability target to fiscal 2020. Here to recap earnings and what's to come for the company is Cam Batley, Chief Corporate Officer at Aurora Cannabis. Cam, thank you so much for joining us, and let's talk about those earnings.
Yes, and let's get to the most important information there, because you made a point that we slightly missed analyst estimates. But the big headline there is that we sold more cannabis in a quarter than anybody else ever has. That's historic. And the other thing that came out of it is that we emerged as the #1 producer and seller of cannabis, as well as having the largest global footprint and operating in 25 countries. So it was a very strong quarter for us. We've made a habit of delivering very strong quarters, and I'm very pleased with the results.
Absolutely, and your revenue did jump 52% quarter over quarter. However, you missed the expectations that you set for yourself in August. What's with that disconnect there?
A tiny bit. I think we'd projected 100 to 107 million for the quarter, and we came in at 99 million. But more importantly, with respect to our cannabis revenue, which is our core business, obviously, we came in exactly where we hoped we would be. So we projected 90 to 95 million in our guidance, and we came in at 95 million. And so that's where the biggest number, the biggest quarter ever in cannabis came from.
Absolutely, and profitability is something that's on everyone's mind in the cannabis industry
Yes.
right now. You pushed off your expectations to achieve positive adjusted EBITDA from 2019 to 2020. Why did that happen?
Well, you know what? We put out guidance to that effect in January that we were targeting positive EBITDA in the fourth quarter. And a couple things about that. The first thing is the effect of that was incredibly valuable. What it did is it forced a discipline on us, and it changed our corporate behavior. We went from a period of very rapid M&A to a period of extremely focused, disciplined execution. And you can see the results in our last few quarters. But beyond that, we felt like it was necessary to start showing some leadership in this sector. We've had some companies saying that profitability doesn't matter. What we heard from important institutions, and we heard it very clearly, is no, you have to show some credible pathway to profitability for us to take you seriously. And that's what we've done. Now, we didn't quite get there in our fourth quarter, which was the calendar second quarter, the June quarter of this year, although we got quite close. And I think if some variables had been a little bit different, we might actually have achieved it. When we put out that guidance initially in January, we anticipated that there would be more retail cannabis stores in Canada than have actually been rolled out. So we are constrained a little bit, and temporarily by the lack of retail infrastructure, and that will continue to get better.
That's a great point. And I want to broaden our scope just a little bit. So earlier this year, you brought on legendary hedge fund manager Nelson Peltz to your team. How has his presence been felt at the company since he joined in March?
First of all, I want to say that he's not just sharp as a tack and really wise. He's a very nice man and quite insightful. And he has been providing us with exactly the experience and the guidance that we need to operate at a new level. So we've made no secret of the fact that optimally what we would like to do is to enter into partnerships in more than one vertical. It's just, very specifically, we don't want to become a distiller or become a tobacco company or give away control. If that's your objective, then I think you really do need somebody with the horsepower, with the connections, and with the wisdom and insights of Nelson Peltz. And he has been a delight to work with. We have nearly daily contact with him.
Can you give us a hint at all as to what some of those partnerships or deals might look like going down the line?
I'd rather stay out of jail.
Perfect. So let's talk about now your plans for U.S. CBD. So last time I checked, you'd closed your HempCo deal.
Yes.
Your partnership with UFC was charging full steam ahead.
Yeah.
What's the latest?
So you mentioned UFC. Remember that we've already made an entry into the U.S. effectively through Australis, which is our spin-off to our shareholders, effectively like a dividend to our shareholders, for which we have a 40% back in right. Once the rules change here in the U.S. And then, of course, we layered on that partnership with the UFC. We are going to be making additional points of entry into the U.S. market. We've made that very, very clear. And right now, the easiest one, the one that is legal at all federal and state levels, is the hemp-derived CBD. But we are actually looking beyond that as well for other opportunities. And we are looking beyond that point at which cannabis becomes federally permissible in the United States. So that is a top priority for us. We're working first on the hemp-derived CBD and second on some other points of entry potentially into the U.S. And we're making it a top priority because if you plan to be the world's largest cannabis company as well as the best one, and we do plan to be that, you can't do that without having a significant presence in the United States. So we have to be leaders in the U.S., and we will be.
Do you have any?
Okay, so I want to go back to that US thing. He says that they will be a leader in the US because they want to be a leader as a global cannabis company. That's interesting because, they lack money right now, but if they are getting multiple partnership deals, in the future and they can still continue to grow their company. See, that's the risk. We don't know. Like, he says that they're still looking for vertically, they're looking for multiple partnerships. We don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know, if that's going to happen. But if that was the scenario, maybe next year or the year after, that would really, really impact Aurora in a big way. But, we'll at the end of the day, it's still kind of speculation, because it might not even happen. They say that Nelson Peltz is helping them, but I gotta say, that might not happen, but, it's still positive, and I still believe that Aurora, Aurora right now is low, but so is the rest of the cannabis space. If Aurora was low and the rest of the cannabis space was high, like all the other stocks were at 52-week high and Aurora was 52-week low, then yes, I would be really pissed off. But Aurora is at its 52-week low, Canopy's at its 52-week low, a bunch of other stocks are at a 52-week low. So it's not really like a bad thing that Aurora is down this low, when the rest of the cannabis market is down this low. And I do believe that the cannabis market is the big long. Well, I don't know if it's the big long. I know that it's very, very volatile. And I think that there might be another time when when the market will rally back, and you could make a significant amount of money. But I don't know if it'll happen this year. I think it could happen this year. I think there's a lot of positive catalysts that could bring the market up. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, let's continue. Let's finish off the video.
Estimates as to when cannabis might become federally permissible?
Do you know, it is so funny that you asked that question, because I was going to ask you.
But I changed my mind. I'm not going to take this whole video. If you guys want to see this video, I will be leaving a link in the description. So if you want to check out the entire video, which is about 1 minute and 49 seconds left, you could just click on the link and go watch the video. I want to bring traffic to this area, so this is for, using some of their content. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up, it helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.